everybody, my name is LLumiya.
And I'm Kittenwar. We're here at GottaCon Day 2, 2015 with the LAN Center right behind us. LLumiya, what do we got going on in there?
We had a lot of events today, League of Legends, Dota 2, Counter-Strike, all that type of stuff. And we got the chance to speak with some casters about it.
You bet. We got a chance to talk to 4 casters of Counter-Strike and League of Legends, and let's see what we had to say.
Why do you think that eSports has been such a big thing recently?
Well, eSports has gotten so big because that's how our generation consumes media now. People our age don't buy cable anymore. They just buy good internet. Twitch TV, MLG, you see websites like that, that's how you consume your media now. And games are bigger than movies and music combined. So.
Yeah, no, I think that games have always taken, they've always been competitive, but never on a platform where we see now. I think that everybody's had a lot of games that they wish were competitive in the past, and even with like StarCraft 1 and that kind of thing, there's always been an esports scene, but now it's growing just because I think our generation is getting to a point where we just have a lot more people playing, and it's become more of an accepted thing as well, and I think it's just going to continue to grow. Esports is not going anywhere.
So what exactly got you guys into streaming?
I started at the University of British Columbia. I just kind of did it on the side because they needed someone to do it, and I just kind of loved it. So I started reaching out to the community, started doing more and more events, and I found myself here at this awesome convention.
Well, I started casting after my League of Legends music career kind of took off. I've been casting for probably like 4 years now. Won every Songs of the Summon competition. Where's number 4, Riot? Where's number 4? Anyhow, you know, just I really enjoy getting into the scene and getting to know all the players and everything like that. I know nothing about the Canadian players, and this scene is completely new to me. So it's been really refreshing to see brand new players for me.
So yeah, can we just bring it back to that, the music? You do League of Legends music videos?
Yeah, Riot Games used to have a competition called Songs of the Summoned. You may have heard of it. Area of Defect is the only Triple Crown winner of the entire competition. No big deal. We've been YouTubers forever, and right now we're working on a bunch of brand new projects, including a new album to put out of original music so that the parody scene doesn't completely take over the world.
Did you win every single one?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
so
Triple
you had
Crown.
A monopoly on the
do you not see Songs of the Summoned 1 D-Town?
Where's your crown?
Songs of the Summoned 2
got
in-game.
Songs
of the Summoned 3, 6v4.
Damn.
The only metal track to ever matter in the League of Legends game. Sorry, Falcon Shield, I love you, buddy, and you do some great work, but you didn't win Songs Summoned. I'll see you there, though, on number 4.
What did they do in Brazil with that?
What?
They did something in Brazil.
No, oh, yeah, they sent me up shirts.
Yeah.
Brazil loves our music.
Yeah.
6v4 is a Mordekaiser song. No big deal. And we absolutely, it's over 2 million hits now over 3 years. It's been our favorite song so far.
Why did you guys get into casting in the first place?
Well, for one, I started sucking at Counter-Strike, and for 2, I got into casting because I love hearing the sound of my own voice. And the third reason is, Chad will attest to this, is I'm incredibly egotistical, and I like behaving like a rock star, so I figured that was my best avenue.
Gives you a good reason to behave like one.
Talent coming through, hello.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit of different reasons on my aspect, but no. I got into casting just because, honestly, if you could tell, I talk a lot. So having a platform to be able to tell people why I like video games and also explain how a game is actually competitive is just, I don't know, I couldn't find a better way for me to get that information across. And honestly, casting has been, yeah, it's brought me a lot of opportunities in terms of just getting involved in esports. Like I was saying, loved video games since I was growing up, and now we just have a really nice platform to be able to actually communicate that to.
So what do you guys like about Casting League?
Well, I kind of got into Casting League through my absolute obsession with League of Legends, but as I grew more accustomed to the different kinds of casters that was kind of emergent in the scene, I really took an interest in 2 in particular, which were the ones in Korea, Doha and Monte Cristo. I love their analytical style based on the history and what I study in university. And I really just took off from there, and kind of inspired by a lot of the humorous aspects that the help has allowed me to bring in my casting as well. So we've really fed off each other really nicely.
Thank you very much, actually, Combat Yellow. Where I come from, at least for the casting, I'm a little bit older, and for me, the game is such a dramatic shift in the actual culture and evolution of nerddom. This is the first time in history that nerds might have a baseball, a sport that can go on for all eternity, even if it's not the #1. And for that to pioneer its way through just the basic level that we go, like, for instance, one little side note, one little story. Season 2 qualifiers, I was working on a movie. I was in the middle of the desert in Washington in a bar playing blackjack, and they started playing the games up on the TV over the blackjack table, and I was able to communicate with people about that only were sports fans about esports and bring them in. Nerds are reaching through every single aspect of the culture, and to be able to be on the front line of that in any way, shape, or form is super important. And backing down from that in any way, shape, or form isn't something that frontline warriors can do.
What would you guys say that your favorite part about casting is, and like what makes it really special to you guys, near and dear to your little heart?
I just like being in the moment and honestly just talking about what is exciting going on in the game, because not a lot of people understand exactly, especially if you're just getting into an esport, you don't know exactly what's going on. I just like to be able to communicate and kind of tell people what's going on and get them as excited about the game as I am.
Absolutely.
When I started casting, there was a caster I liked. His name is Corey Dunn. He's since retired. I think he's a director at MLG, but he really got me into casting. I loved hearing his voice. I loved hearing him talk about the game. There's another caster, Tosspot, in Europe. And he has this cast where he was like, "This is sensational," and then
it's a great line.
You can Google that line or YouTube that line, and you'll hear it right away. It sounds super silly, but like, it's the best way to transmit your passion of Counter-Strike into, I guess, an audible form where you're not playing. And you know, that's we both have an okay voice, a good voice for casting. You may as well do that, right?
Works out nicely.